Good morning and happy spring. It's a beautiful day and I'm really eager to get out to the beach and take a walk, which is something that we're allowed to do, thankfully. And I've been hearing that beautiful word, that reopening word, and I'm so ready for reopening to be happening on every level, and I'm sure that you are too. I don't know how you're doing in week 5 of this shelter in place. This is a reminder that we're going to be doing the 5th energy center, which is at the throat. Physically, it's connected to the thyroid gland, which supports our metabolism, and it also supports us in our mood. So when we're really nice and balanced, we can generate our own good mood pharmacy. Something that I've been teaching all the way through this series is that we are able to connect to our own inner state of our choosing. And so we're going to continue to do that as we rebalance and align our focus on the 5th chakra this week. As I say, it's connected to the throat, which is the bridge between the lower and the upper chakras. It is a very busy energetic center. It is related to transmuting fear into love energy and lifting us beyond our material experience into our spiritual and our energetic experience. I know that's a big mouthful. Practically, it's connected to communication, speaking our truth, being able to be connected to our heart and authentically express what's in our heart, and to marry that with our wisdom that's connected to our 6th chakra. So it is the chakra of communication, both speaking and listening. And, listening is a skill that is perhaps underutilized, but really important to have access to have compassionate, authentic, open-hearted listening, first of all, to yourself, to your own emotions, to your own energy, to your own heart, and your own truth, and to be able to express that compassionately with care to someone else, and to bring our heart and our wisdom into listening to someone else's truth so we can be expansive enough to get connected to that. It's also the chakra or the energy center where we resolve control issues. The serenity prayer is really applicable here in this 5th energy center. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. And I think we all know a little bit about that right now, that we're in a place of acceptance of things that perhaps we wouldn't choose and we can't change. So we're naturally understanding that it doesn't do any good to resist or push against or protest, maybe is a good word, against something that we're not able to have control over. So being serene in our acceptance of what is can help bring one aspect of balance of the 5th chakra, but also having the courage to change the things that I can is another aspect of the 5th chakra. So discerning and understanding what is the difference between those two things. Where do I have influence, and how can I assert my influence where I have it is a real skill of this energy center. Ultimately, our sphere of influence resides internally within ourselves. We have ultimate influence in how we meet whatever we're presented with, and we can expand that influence to be able to meet whatever we're presented with in a peaceful, loving, and kind way, at least to ourselves and our energetic system first, and then extend that kindness and share it with others. So as we do every week, we're going to go through each of the energy centers to bring balance to each of those. And we're going to spend a little extra time on this fifth energy center to support it in really coming in to its greatest position of strength. And then we're going to rise up to the crown of the head and do a complete balance practice, and then integrate it all afterwards. I've been loving my yoga studio. I didn't know that this was my yoga studio, but now I've discovered that it is, and I'm going to continue to offer things, workshops, classes from here, because it's the perfect spot. And I've been loving talking to you, you know, after we finish the practice, touching base, seeing how you're doing. If there's any questions that you might have that I could support you with, I'm happy to do that. And anything that you want to share from your heart, it's always good to hear how you're doing and what's going on in your world. So for those of you who are not that interested in the physical practice, although I'd encourage you to try it because it's really a simple and deep practice. But anyway, if you're not interested in the practice and it's not the thing for you, then please join us afterwards and, you know, connect. I really miss my connections. I miss seeing all of you, my students and my clients and my friends. I love to connect through Zoom because it's the next best thing. So I invite you to join us for that. And I look forward to seeing you Sunday, 11 o'clock on the Zoom link. I will share it with this post so that you can find me. Please be patient with Zoom. I know a lot of you have had some challenges. There's also a post that describes how you can use Zoom. So persevere and keep trying. It will work, and it does seem to be working pretty well for most of you. So I'm glad that you've been enjoying it. I've loved all the feedback that I've been having. It's been great. And I look forward to seeing you on Sunday at 11. Namaste.